So I'm reading Ecclesiastes, and it's one of my favorite books in the whole Bible. And when you're reading it, it starts off kind of dark, right? It starts off by the author saying everything is meaningless. He says life is meaningless, pleasures are meaningless, wisdom is meaningless, like working is meaningless, all of these things, advancement is meaningless, and it's a little dark, right? But you have to understand the way that the author is thinking about life. He's thinking about life in eternity's point of view. So what I mean by that is this. You have this line here. This is eternity. This is the beginning of time forever. And this little tiny mark right here is the time that you spend on earth. It's nothing but a blink of an eye. And in the long run, if you're taking eternity and then you look at life, it really is all meaningless. It was nothing but a blink of an eye in the scope of eternity. He's saying that it doesn't matter how much money, how many cars you have, how many houses you have, how many friends you have, how hard you work. Like, in the long run, none of it matters. And it makes you think a lot about where's your heart at? What are you chasing after? Is what you're chasing after going to serve you for eternity? And he ends this whole book talking about how everything's meaningless. And he says the second to last verse is this. It says, "Now that all has been heard, here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind." For God, in the last verses, "For God will bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden thing, whether it is good or evil." And to me, it encourages me, right? It's like, right now, I feel like myself, and I feel like a lot of people can relate, is that our hearts are set on eternal things a lot of the time. A lot of the time, I'm focused on making money. A lot of the time, I'm focused on being popular, having friends. I'm focused on what I'm going to do, like, all this weekend, like, what am I going to do in college? All these things. I'm so excited and I'm ready, but I have to make sure it's okay to be excited. I mean, here it talks about that it's okay to be excited and to take advantage of the things that you've worked hard for. But it's important that our hearts, in the end, are focused on God and what he wants for us, because once this life is over and eternity is all that's ahead, our relationship with God is the only thing that's going to matter. Nothing else matters. Everything is meaningless except our relationship with God. So right now, I want to just to reflect on your own. What is preventing you? What are you trying to cling on to that is temporary, and what are you trying to cling on to that's eternal?